All right, we're going to get started with our post-race media availabilities for today's Gander Outdoors 400. We are joined by our third-place finisher, Alex Bowman, driver of the number 88 Exalta All-Pro Teacher Chevrolet. This is Alex's first top 10 finish in 6 races here at Pocono Raceway. We will open up to questions here for Alex. We'll start here with Zach.
Zach Sterniolo, Pocono Record. Alex, this race seemed like a real bright spot for the whole organization today. I think, I don't know if y'all finished that way, but all 4 cars were in the top 10 at some point. You end up with a third-place finish here and driving the Eagles car. What does a run like this mean for you at this point in the season when you're so close to the playoffs here?
Yeah, obviously it was a great points day for us, but on top of that, it's proof that we're improving each and every week and continually getting better. Obviously, we're not doing it as quickly as we want to, but days like today make all the hard work for the guys back at the shop, the engine shop, the chassis shop, body shop, the whole road crew. Days like today make it worth it. So very glad, especially considering how bad we were when we started the weekend and how bad we qualified. To come out of here with a solid top 5 is a great day. Obviously, wish it would have been a little better, but I think we kind of had Pocono circled as a place that we thought we had pretty good race cars, and the 9 was really good, especially last race. So we knew we were going to be pretty strong here. We're kind of shocked we were as bad as we were on Saturday, but I think it was a great day for us, and it's proof that we're getting better.
We'll continue with questions for Alex. Did we have any questions upstairs in the media center, or in the press box?
You guys are pumped up right now. I mean, did everybody just wake up from a nap, or what happened? Deadlines? You guys need some coffee.
Did you have one, Scott?
Or some Mountain Dew.
We're going to go to Scott.
Scott Walsh from the Scranton Times Tribune. Alex, can you just kind of take us through that last restart? And because I think when they got 3 wide, that enabled you to pick up
no questions from upstairs.
That enabled you to pick up the move into 3rd place.
Yeah, I felt like I had a pretty poor final restart. My spotter said to wait for the 18 to put a hand out the window and go, and I was planning on pushing him. I guess he didn't want to be pushed initially. He didn't want to spin the tires. He wanted to be pushed later, so I left a little gap. And then he just went at the very first part of the box. So snookered me a little bit there. I don't know if it helped him or not. I mean, obviously he still won, but I felt like we both would have been better off if I could have pushed him. But it wasn't a bad restart, because once they got like tied up on the bottom there into the tunnel, I just drove around him on the outside and was able to clear him. So I felt like I was able to be pretty aggressive, going to the outside through the tunnel turn and kind of put people in a box that they had to lift. And that's what it took to gain spots on restarts. So it's a tricky corner, and restarting on the outside was pretty advantageous, so it all worked out. And then I about gave it all away in turn 3 on the last lap, but glad we held on to it.
We'll go back to Zach.
I don't know if you got a chance to see Bubba Wallace's crash in turn 1, but it was brake failure there, obviously fastest part of the track. Do moments like that, knowing that even your teammates have had brake failures here in the recent past, do moments like that ever cause concern for you, or just regarding your safety as a driver in the sport?
That's part of being a race car driver. What we do is not safe. Obviously, NASCAR has done everything they can to continually make the sport safer, and they've done a great job, the cars and all the technology getting safer, but it's never going to be safe. I had a brake rotor explode, a brake failure at Kentucky 2 weeks ago, so obviously my hit was probably quite a bit less and probably running a little bit slower there, but yeah, I mean, every time you go into turn 1, it's it definitely, if something breaks, it's gonna hurt. So hate that for him. It looked like it hurt. I saw Jimmy do it a couple years ago here, so that's tough. I had something hanging down on top of my feet, and I was worried there for quite a while that it was gonna stick the throttle, because it was right on top of my right foot. So glad that didn't happen. But that's just part of being a race car driver. You can't let stuff like that bother you. If it happens, it happens, and move on from it.
WHIP Radio, Dylan Coyle. Feel pretty amped up right now. It's your best ever finish in your career. How are you feeling? Could you go into detail about that?
I'm ready to get some food, maybe take a nap, go home, see my dogs tonight. They don't really care where I finish. So, no, I mean, it's a great day. For me, it's more about my guys and the guys back at the shop. They work so hard, and there's no, like, everybody works as hard as they possibly can, and is at 10 tenths all the time. Every team's like that. But when you start the year off like we have, we've asked a lot of people to step up and work that much harder every week. And good runs like this kind of make it worth it for them. So obviously a win would be much better, but to have all four of us have pretty solid days, it hopefully shows them that all their hard work is worth it, because we've come a long way from where we started.
So going on that topic, does this inspire some more confidence going forward, not only, for the team, but individually for you with this top 5?
Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to get down on yourself in this sport, and it's been a rough 2 weeks. So glad we had a good, solid day today. I think the team will be pretty confident. We're like I said, it proves to us and everybody else that we are getting better. So we know places that we're going to for the second time, we're headed in the right direction.
Now we have another one from Scott up front.
Alex, I don't know how much you quote-unquote scoreboard watch or points watch or whatever, but obviously this was a good points day for you with being the cutoff. Can you just talk a little bit about that, about maybe putting a little more distance between you and I think Ricky and Paul were right behind you there in the standings? Yeah, it's also easy to erase that when you have a weekend like we had at Kentucky. So it was great to have a good points day, but not trying to watch it too much, just trying to do the best job I can and that we can each and every week. So if we maximize each and every week, hopefully they won't catch us in points, and we'll go from there.
Anything final for Alex? We'll wrap up with Bob.
The wallet deliverer. I lost my wallet last week, and he brought it to me. What a guy. The money was still there.
Yeah. Bob Pocono, ESPN. Did you just have more speed today? Was it better handling? I mean, do you have an idea of why you were better?
We weren't horrible throughout the weekend. Like, the car didn't drive bad. It was just slow. So Greg made the car better all race long. It really drove about how it drove all weekend. It really didn't drive that much differently. We just got little bits better, and we're really able to maximize track position with our pit crew and our restarts.
All right, Alex, thanks for joining us. Good luck next week at Watkins Glen.
Thanks, guys. Give Daniel questions about his car not being low enough. His street car, he lowered it, but it's not low enough.